Toure Murray. Murray played with Utah before signing with the Vipers, and here's another.
And thinks it's his fault because the ball got tipped to right where he was. But rushing back on defense ain't a bad
goaltend or an offensive interference on James, but not here in the D-League. And James with a follow-up. Glen Rice Jr. does not know the rule because he's trying to call for a goaltend.
That's terrific work by Jackson on both ends. First of all, did you see him nudge Capella? He didn't hurt him. He just nudged him on that hook shot. And
worry about that. Rice. Well, you heard it. I don't even have
for quite some time.
20 years.
Yeah. So.
Coming up on 21, February 12th. And there's the time it right. Here comes Johnson. Somebody needs to step up and stop him. They do.
Better stop this guy, too.
Yeah, he'll take that three-pointer, and yeah. Now 15 turnovers for Texas. It's led to 16 points for RGV. That's a big difference in this game. Out of the corner, guess.
Murray spinning. Now outside to Rice. Rice at the corner, going to shoot the three-pointer. Oh my goodness! This is Damian James.
Both teams starting to pick it up offensively here.
Taking the energy with their biggest lead now at 12 at 76-64. Glen Rice Jr. is going to launch from three, and he nails it. Instant off.
Has a double-double and now has double shoes on as well.
Well, and that is, you're in good hands with Mike James.
Previous possession.
All right, so here we go. Glen Rice with a little move. 10 on the shot clock now. Johnson to Glen Rice. Rice. Count it for Glen Rice Jr. Nice.
Put up the tip control by Rio Grande, and right away a breakaway for Glen Rice Jr. in the stuff. 5 recently recalled after this weekend's games with the Energy. With a basketball, Glen Rice Jr. trying to make his comeback after being with the Wizards, now with the Rock. One of those nights for Damian tonight.
But he's not getting bailed out by anything from the officials.
Rice, he goes at the rim, no good. Fight for the rebound. Rice goes to the floor with the dribble, and then he puts it up, and both during a timeout and altercation, they are not allowed back on the floor for the Iowa Energy. There's the drive and the slap. Oh, wow.
Floater. Murray won't get it. Tip back, goes in.
Murray's going to stop. Long look at a three. It's off the iron. No good. Rebound tip by Rice.
At the elbow. Now Rice powering his way in against Togashi. Off the glass. Oh. And counted there for Glen Rice Jr. Little screen here for James, and he'll work the ball around. Stolen by Glen Rice Jr. Now Rice going closely guarded by Griffin, and he jams it home.
4, no call. They're letting them play in that paint. 57-51. The other way. Rice to the rim, and he gets it to go. Just lost his balance. What a great move, but just fell short as he got to the rim. Here's Rice off the mark, and then in.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Glen Rice Jr. doesn't look like he's got the hip in his step, but he certainly has no
apparatus.
Oh. Legends miss, run out, pass ahead to Jerron Johnson, and he gets it.
That's a nice catch.
Another one of those favorite turnovers that you love to hate. Glen Rice Jr. kicks it to Johnson, and you heard those swoops up inside, and Capella sends it back. 4-on-1 break. Glen Rice Jr. lobs it up, and they
Swiss Army knife type things. But that
and rebound Glen Rice. And here comes Rice looking, feeds it. Nice one to G. Johnson. 6 points now for the RGV Vipers, 16, so it's back up to a 10-point lead for RGV at the 4:18 mark. And stolen again for Glen Rice. Glen Rice will pass this one to Johnson, and he's Vipers. Instead, Lito ends up with it. Lito knocked down by Glen Rice Jr. How many steals does he have? And here's Rice out in the open to Capella, and Capella brings it
the garbage and lays it in. 82-75, the Energy back up to a 7-point lead on the wing. Long jumper, it is up.